Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Last time, we finished the second game, Justice for All Revisited, and now, for a change of pace, since normally I would be playing with my controller on this, I'm going to be doing this on keyboard. I fixed my keys to where it's easier for me just to make sure we get all the story and all that goodness out of the way. So, we're going to do this. So we're going to start a new game in which we did this and we did this. And now we're going into the third game, Trials and Tribulations. This means you know who is in this one. So, let's kick things off with our first case. And let's get into it. As we start off with the oh-so-lucky Mia Fey, otherwise known as Chief Heel, as we enter this flashback case of College Proportions, Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. How did I get into this mess? On a rainy night. Why? Why did I do that? You really could use the orchestral version. That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey! It's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
about her like that? It wasn't me. I did. I didn't do it.
5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. April 11th, my birthday. 9:40 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby. Number 3.
It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Mia. Please, calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior. You know?
Oh, what are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Oh, look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprise me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think
client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
Good morning there, everybody!
In the Japanese version, what would be said on his sweater instead of a P would be the word Ryu for Ryuichi. That being his name, Ryuichi Naruoto.
Good morning. Try to keep smiling. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I got. Yep. It'll be fine, no problem. That's it. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Okay, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers? People screwed up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's why this mask is for. That's what this mask is for.
I'm pretty sure it'd be like, if it was Japanese, so your name's Naruhodo.
Hi.
Because his joke is, I see. Dragon, I see. First dragon, I see. If you really think about it, Naruhodo, Ryuichi means that. Naruhodo, I see, first dragon.
My doctor to pray. I won't go with anyone else. Be kind to others, he said.
Right. Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today.
But for the sake of argument, we're just going to call him Ryu.
If you're truly innocent, I promise I'll save you. Please, let go of my son! That's it! That's right. He's the one in trouble, not you. He's the one who should be nervous.
He's sick, though.
You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago.
I already got the voices all planned out in my head, too.
But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and, well, here I am again. But this time, I'm going to win. For my client and for myself.
That's what they do in Japan, though. And I very rarely see it here in the U.S. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Before the baldness. Court is now in session for the trial of Naruhodo Ryuichi.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense today is Miss Mia, hey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
No, we just fucking got some. I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Yes. You see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you?
Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look.
And flash the business.
Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Duck Swallow.
I'm sure he does. Just that name right there is like, it sounds straight up like a porn name. Doug Swallow meets Peter Norm. Oh shit, that's terrible. I am not apologizing for that. Sorry, not sorry.
He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo in the record as evidence. So we got the first crime photo at IVU. And by the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question? Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen your... A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit.
I'm pretty sure you want to loosen up.
I am a genteel man, if you will. A what?
Stand up to him now. Show him what you're made of.
A perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause? Go on. Please say you know at least it's months.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. And now see here. The details of the case are filed in the court record, labeled tab. But you knew that already, didn't you?
Correct. I think I can see that by pressing tab.
Just like that.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer me, dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that.
I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's just take a look. I just pressed tab here.
And now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Electrocution.
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new superpowered stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as the trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean? It's I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's small accent.
That's Winston Payne, William. He is one smooth operator, if you can imagine him.
Oh yeah, he's a pure dickhead.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Stop pointing with your hair like it's your dick. You're just like, boink, boink.
And now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court records. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Graybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face.
Mr. Grossman, try to set a better example for the young lady. Evidence is the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with tabs, so be sure to go over it all. And now then, let's see what you got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Naruhodo, Yuichi, and the victim?
Well, I can tell you right now, 1 year difference.
1 year difference!
Well, this bitch right here.
The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this bitch. I mean, this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Ryuichi Naruhodo. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow.
I'm pretty sure he was good friends with his buddy, Full Frontal.
Clearly she had some part to play in this story.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like you to call Mr. Ryuichi Naruhodo.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay.
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent. Right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Witness, please, state your name and occupation.
Yes. My name is Yuichi Naruhodo. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect.
No. He means, what did you do before you were arrested?
I was a university student.
Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Duxwa.
But I didn't do it! I didn't tell you! I'll tell you what.
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Mr. Naruhodo, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Anyways, Your Honor.
This is gonna be funny as all get like.
Yeah, shit. I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
He's British? He's British? Damn, son. Stuck up British.
Yeah. I'll pay you for your own good. I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer.
It looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know? Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination.
He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness' testimony contains any contradiction. If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does she mean by that? Is she saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie, a contradiction?
And now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss May.
Tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Wow, that little hang. Like, the victimina. That's how it sounds like, the victimina. The way it just came out as like, the victimina. Like, they know what's up. So, I'm sorry, son, but Mateo.
Mr. Wright, you say the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even?
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe?
Awkward silence.
Well, Mr. Wright.
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Really?
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff. See? It's true! Cross my heart! That's why I did it.
Acting fishier than salmon I ate last night.
I really ought to have some salmon. I might want to get some salmon later today. And may I ask you something, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor. What is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow? You really don't know.
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
If it was... Remember, the series took place in Japan. When it was ported over here, it took place in the U.S. So therefore, he would have mentioned, oh, you mean like the land on the rise of the sun? Yeah, same thing.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this? Just now?
Mia, there's a contradiction here.
Mr. Crossberg!
Quickly now. Show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Check the court record carefully.
Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
I can handle it myself.
Remember, first case is always a tutorial.
1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew. Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can't always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, one more time. From the very beginning of this testimony.
So, we're going to present some evidence to him, like so. So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me, son, that you never knew about this dude? I'll say it like this.
Idioty! Does this evidence establish that the defendant is lying?
Don't ask me. You're the one who's supposed to know.
I'm sorry. This is all still kind of new to me.
Well, I've got something new for you. A penalty. Objection denied.
This isn't going as smoothly as I hoped. I'm actually doing this just to show you. Oh, hey, this is what you do if you mess up. Just for the new players. Well, in that case, Yeti.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Hay, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please, take another look at this crime scene photo. As you see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey! Wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
You're 22 years old.
Miriam, you made a quiet try!
Let him! That pee on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway! I can't believe I trusted him! Mr. Wright was all wrong! That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand? Called Code Killer X?
For a name like Cold Killer X, you know it has to be good.
Yeah, that's right, it kills cold good.
It's like Airborne.
Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Again, Cold Killer X.
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I should have it lost somewhere.
He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at a photo from the crime scene.
What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X!
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
That's a grimy objection, let me tell you.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all of it! What?
You know what would have been nice? Her taste gave a little jiggle once she's like, oh.
The trick is murder because Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Maruhobo Yuichi.
Hold on, Colt!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
So you got the second photo.
And Cold Killer X!
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken.
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright? Mr. Ryuichi? Do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
Oh, my folks. My poor emeralds.
Maybe you ought to lose some weight, fatty.
What really happened? My buttocks hurt.
The fuck? Switching pages because I'm gonna be pressing some newer. Give me a moment. I'm going to take a short break and well, actually, I'm going to pause for a moment. One hot sec. Oh, that was delicious. Plus, I had to answer the call, so I had my hot dog, having some orange juice. Saving my nachos for after this video. What really happened?
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 245 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost a bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
Achoo! 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 Oh. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell any more lies. My pussy couldn't take it.
What really happened? I like the little hanging, like, what really happened? I'm pretty sure if I was playing the PS4 or the DS port, it'd be totally different. Like, but hey, the Steam port is, get what you get.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
That name. I'm sorry, this name is like, it's just as bad as Peter North or Ron Jeremy. His name is straight up porn.
Yeah. And we were both there, right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah. He was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. He made meth too. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
How fascinating. It sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I
about pharmacology.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltage, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables.
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it?
You don't know California like I know California. You can catch a cold any old time your defenses go down. That's why I'm drinking orange juice and everything, just because at the time of recording, it's still winter.
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I should sleep with the window open this early in spring. Huh?
Well, that's your reason why you got a cold now, isn't it?
Did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals.
Me too. Sometimes two. Well, I always take one. That's standard.
So, I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does it have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly. just the two of us. Sally's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. I'm sure they are.
If you mean her chest size, I'm pretty sure they're magically delicious.
Ow! Why'd you punch me in the jaw?
Oh! I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out. Just how was the victim executed? I don't believe the murder weapon has been proved yet, correct?
Well, that is... You are correct, Your Honor.
How exactly was this whole kill? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this smelling like a rose.
Let's establish that.
Your Honor!
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite a brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgot about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Well, we look at this. Like so.
As for the cause of death, I say this picture captured quite well.
What? This is a picture of your I mean... But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Well, as you all can see, right here is the murder weapon. This live wire right here hanging over the corpse. Like so.
Well, naturally. It's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe. Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable...
Yes. The high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies.
Nice and clear, man.
The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints. You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Not only in character I can really talk like I know how to talk. When I'm just me, I can't really talk like I know how to talk. Order! 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 That's enough! I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us. We're done.
Mr. Crossberg!
My memories never lie. The show was over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No! You're wrong! Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor!
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Thank you! Until...
Do you have something further to say?
It's like they do bounce.
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't say it.
If I told you what really happened today, I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. The hips and the tits don't lie. Miss Hay, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
You bitch!
We've already established the defense. We've already established the defendant's guilt. And there's no further need for him to say anything.
Baby!
Mr. Wright.
I'll tell you what really happened.
I better be careful, I don't want to make myself sick.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further...
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him.
It's my fault that it's my fault that Doug Swell got killed.
It's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying!
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that!
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please, give him one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth.
It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faith?
I believe in you.
Oh, thank you.
It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
I'm not going to even ask how that can actually work, but okay. When I push the victim.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
He gave him an Akira Fudo. He gave him Akira Yuki. So he gave him Akira Fudo and Akira Yuki.
I lost my temper and gave him a shove.
At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
A little while after I left, I started to get worried.
So I went back. But he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock.
Literally.
And that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was most easily electrocuted.
It should be more. It shouldn't be more easy, but most easily. But I'm gonna read it the way it's supposed to be read.
Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
Look, when I pushed them, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Fame, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't get off me. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
When I push the victim. I know I pushed the cave and like, oh, it didn't register.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy. He just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy.
Akira Yuki!
I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest.
So basically, like, poof. That's a light gentle shove. He's like, probably like a double push. Because I mean, with one strong palm strike, you just basically like, boom, hit him in the chest. And you can basically knock the wind out of somebody with one push, with one firm palm strike. So what he did was he did a full-blown Akira Yuki on him with that palm strike.
And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Right! There was nothing like that at all.
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible.
What was your time? Do you ever been on Akira's foot?
Today what's important is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
A loud noise. And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it's really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that.
What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here.
Details.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack.
Aha! Could it have been? Yes, could have been. Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding.
Hold on!
He fell on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
That umbrella. Huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah. It was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. Kind of like Yoder. And then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked in those.
Miss Wright. What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well, of course it's important. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I showed him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella.
on top of his umbrella, and you're certain of this. Yeah, it was right there under him.
Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
The umbrella, you mean?
Yeah, you see I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
Oh, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball. Mia!
I'm so sorry.
Continue on with your testimony. Well, that means we gotta show you something. So you're saying this right here? You guilty?
Why do you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on. If I mention that,
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
Order! The victim being moved? Mr. Payne! The umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
It was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Like so. Owned by the victim. Found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene.
The umbrella can't simply be blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There should be no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. Moving on. I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
So we get the testimony. In short, victim fell on top of his umbrella. Loud sound when this happened.
Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is the witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news. You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia! What do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh boy. We all know what that means.
Later that day, 11:52 a.m.
Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, so I I guess I can start to relax then? Huh? That means I can feel your breath?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
Huh? Like, what do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
Oh boy. The love of your life. Huh. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure. No problem.
Dolly and I, we met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway,
One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here! Take a look at this! She gave this to me the day we met at the Temple of Our Love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I wasn't carrying this.
So she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly.
It certainly is a little bottle.
It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
and we get Dahlia's present.
Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What is strange asking for a present back like that?
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Huh?
Yeah, it was.
But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this?
A newspaper clipping? Let's see.
Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that! Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases. Am I correct?
And there's newspaper clippings. An article from August 28th, almost 8 months ago.
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Yes. But I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes now.
So what I'm actually going to do is, since this is going to be a 2-part case, not normal like the other parts, I'm actually going to stop here. And I am going to drop a save like so. And in the next part, in the next part. In the next part. Let me do that over on this one. In the next part, the second half, when we meet yeah. So stay tuned. You're going to see it right after this. Thanks so much for watching.